everyone, it's Kahreal and welcome to ARTchives. Woo! So it's already been a week since I last uploaded a video, and it's because I've been getting busier and busier because school is about to start in a week, more than a week, but that's gonna be so fast. I'm gonna be in school in a week now, so that's pretty exciting. I'm going to be a second-year college student in pharmacy, which is exciting and also nerve-wracking. First off, I want to show you guys my progress throughout the week with anatomy. I did not do a lot, but I did small doodles and stuff, which I'm going to show you guys. That's the point of this video. We're going to learn anatomy together. I've been doodling a little bit for the past week, the past few days, honestly. And here's my progress, you guys. I drew my friends, I drew some anatomy, and I also drew Gino this morning, so I'm gonna show you guys. This is the progress from the last video. I practiced a little bit of the shading and stuff. It's the fundamentals of art. And then I tried doing anatomy. This one, honestly, all of these are from Pinterest. This one is from a model on Pinterest. So this one is a drawing from Pinterest, and this is also a drawing from Pinterest. And this is a little anatomy thingy. Next one, we're going to go over... Oh yeah, I doodled my friends. So this is Riza, this is Gab, and then this is Gab. This was supposed to be realism, but I don't know how to draw realism, especially with the shading and stuff, and how to make it realism. How to make it realistic. I have no idea how to do that, y'all, but... Anyways, we're going to learn small stuff. This is Gino. I drew him this morning. Look at that guy. Yeah! It's Gino! We miss him. Please, Netflix and Sony Animation. Please. Then this is anatomy. Finally, anatomy. And I drew men because, honestly, I don't draw a lot of guy stuff. Like, guy anatomy. I like drawing girls and women stuff. This is not finished yet, but this is actually really good, right, you guys? Yeah, are we feeling the drawing? Are we you know, feeling the drawing? No? Okay. Anyways, next progress. Oh gosh, I drew those sketches this morning. Also have my keyboard here. Please excuse that. I drew the hyperpigmentation girl and this little meme dude. I was just doodling the cafe while waiting for my cousins. I should have brought my sketch pad and pencils, but I didn't really plan what I was going to do while waiting, so I didn't really thought about bringing my sketch pad. And now I kind of regret it because well, not really, because this is only 10 pesos. So it's not that bad. But you know, still, I should bring my sketch pad anywhere, honestly. And then I sketched their little fruit thing, little fruit basket. And I also sketched out their logo. And then I sketched out a little dude and a little dove, which is not quite, it doesn't really look like a dove, because as I was doodling it, as you can see, a car blocked my view. I think I can draw more better dove, because this does not look like a dove. This looks like a hybrid of a chicken, like a chick and a bird. Well, they are birds, but still, you know what I mean? And then I drew a girl who's tying her hair. Next one, I drew the scenery in front of me, which is 2 tricycles in front of the market. The second one is actually, it doesn't really look like a second tricycle, but this is the first tricycle that I drew. And so that's that. Next one, let's see, do I have a next one? Oh yeah, okay. I doodled a skull. I think that's a canon event for every artist. Next one, I drew 2 girls. One is drinking stuff because I was in the cafe and a lot of people were drinking stuff. Drinking boba tea. Gnarly. Next one is I drew the cafe, like the in front of the cafe. So that is me, and that is the barista, and we're in the cafe. So that's that. Next one. I think this is the best drawing out of all the drawings. I did this without sketching. It's just freehand inking. So that's cool, right? I think that's cool. Yeah. There's always that one eye in your sketch pad without the other, because, you know, for whatever why artists do that, I don't know. Next one is a blank page. And the next one is a blank page. And yeah, that is all the update that I can give you guys for this week's art progress. I think the best art that I did was that freehand inking with the eye, the single eye that every artist has inside their sketch pads. Next one is Gino this morning, honestly. And also my friends, because I drew them without reference. Actually, I did the other one with the reference, but still, you know what I mean? Like, I drew. Gosh, that is exciting. That is unbelievable. Let's see. Let's look back with Gino. Gino! Yes! He's so adorable. He's handsome. And those are the best drawings that I can showcase you guys for this week. So let's move on. Moving on, we're going to learn anatomy together. So, get your sketch pads and stuff, whatever you use, whatever medium you use. Do you guys use digital? No? Okay. I think there's like 3 ways to reference with anatomy. The first one is probably the drawing one, like anatomy that's already drawn out with drawing. Next one is referencing it from a real person, either from a model or like something. And then the next one is you yourself is the model, which is like kind of the same with the second one, but I think it's also really different if you're referencing with yourself, because I don't know, it just feels, honestly I think it's the same, but still I'm gonna categorize that in 3 ways. Next, so let us begin with the drawing and stuff. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm going to be referencing with. So, yeah. So as you can see that we can reference off from a drawing and draw it again, because, you know, they already did the anatomy and stuff. But you can also draw like this. Like, you get a model from Pinterest or whatever website that you like. Probably from Google, but honestly, Pinterest is the greatest source of ideas, you guys. So that is how artists learn anatomy. And also that cube looking thing. Yes, there's also other things to do. See, there's already so much poses that you can choose from for your characters or your OCs or something that you want to draw. Okay, that's so cool, right? There's so much drawings to do. There's so much poses that you can do and stuff. So let's try this out. Let's try this page. Let's draw this page. Let's see how we draw it. So I'm going to draw the girl who is sitting down. This girl. Can you see her? Let's see. This girl. This girl. I'm going to try and draw her. Okay, let's go. So what I would do is I would make a circle that's kind of slanted because her face is slanted to this. Or you can draw the what do you call this? The guideline for the face. So you'd also have a guideline for your circle, if you get what I mean. Since that is already your guideline, you also draw the jaw. What I learned from YouTube is that you kind of mark where your chin meets, and then you fill in, you connect them basically. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is how I do it at the moment, because we're gonna learn together. Think that is that. Then her shoulders are kind of inwards, like so, and then it meets like this. And then what she does here is she also has another shoulder, which is kind of relaxed in a way. In a sense, this one is more tensed up, That's why they don't really it's like more tense up here. As you can see, it's more tensed up right here because they're crouching and stuff. And then we also have another meat here. I should probably draw all the points that needs to be there. Also has this, because she's a woman and she's kind of crouching. Let's draw a little cube here, a little square to guide us. Next one is like a little folded thingy here, because this is the stomach. And then we also have another butt. This is where the butt goes. And then they meet here with the legs, and another circle over here, which is, okay, that's wrong. I'm probably not teaching this correctly, but I'm gonna try my best. And then she has a butt over here, and then her feet goes right underneath, because it's folded like that from here to there. Now it's folded like so, and then we're going to render this. I think that's how you word it out. Rendering, is that the right word? We're gonna make her all right. Now that we sketched out this little lady over here, we're going to try and render her. And let's see how we do. Time skip. I finished this drawing, and then I also added more references. As you can see, there's one little lady here, she's sitting, and then this one, I don't know what she's doing, and this one is like a different angle. Yeah. Here is the update for the sketchpad. We have this guy again. I also added this little bean and this guy. Oh yeah. And then this guy, and then that guy, and then some arms, and then a little guy who's like, oh yeah. I tried to draw like a little action thing, but as you can tell how that worked out. And this guy is like saying like no, and then this guy, and this guy, and then this guy. It's basically the same. So how did I draw this guy? I drew him by analyzing him. As you can see, there's a lot of shapes within this drawing. There's this shape which is a triangle, which is actually kind of more of like a rhombus. As you can see here, it's like diamond shape. Honestly, scratch that out, it's actually a diamond. So as you can see, it's a little diamond, then there are circles, then some oblongs, and then oblongs here, another oblong here. As you can see, for the abdominal part is more of a square, so you gotta draw a square over here, then a triangle over here for this area, and then circles to identify that there is some kind of 3D to it. And it blends out like that. So it has shape. It has like form. He has form with his legs. Next one, another ab part. This one is a bunch of shapes again. This is a circle with a triangle. This is a rectangle with like some shaping to it, like some shading to it. This one is the ab part. As you can see, it's a bunch of slanted squares together, rhombus. That's how you call a slanted square, right? Then the circle guy with details, as you can see, another detail here. You can also practice by tracing, by the way, since I can't really trace with my laptop because this is a sketch pad and it'll be really hard. It'll be harder to trace than to actually draw it out. But you can also practice by tracing. I don't have an example. Oh my gosh. I don't have an example right now. But what you can do is you can take your phone, place it underneath your paper, and the pattern will glow out of the paper. You see the vision, and you can trace and practice there. A lot of people are like, tracing is cheating. No, it's not. It's more of like a practice form. Then you can also do it without the tracing. So after you practice how to draw the lines, particularly by the help of tracing, then you can also apply that. You can apply your learning from the tracing stuff to your artwork that you're going to draw without tracing. You know what I mean? Yeah. This one, biceps, a little circle here for the guideline, then another circle here that connects to the elbows, and then I placed a line here and just drew details really slowly until you get the point of this drawing. Then I drew another guy over here. As you can see, there's also a circle here, then some guideline sketches over here because it's a square, and then another circle here which I actually already what do you call this, erased it. But as you can see, there's like a little faint circle over here, then another circle for the elbows. It kind of connects here, and then that's how you draw anatomy. Look at that little guy. He's enjoying the view of the abs. Next part. As you can see, I have not quite gotten the grasp of anatomy that's moving because it's a bunch of perspectives all together, and I should really take my time with that. Next one is this not even cutie, it doesn't have a face, but it's like a little movement again. It's actually harder to have like movement with a drawing rather than like model poses. This one is like model pose, right? Like they're posing, they're like doing it for the pose. These people are moving. It's like a moving frame. As you can see here, this one is moving again. It has like emotions and stuff, while this one doesn't really have. It's kind of like aura farming. And this one is like moving. I need to work on that. As you can see here, this one is also kind of like modeling. She's also modeling. So I just noticed her legs are really small compared to her torso. As you can see, we're learning it again. This one, she's also posing, which is not that hard to draw. This one, she's kind of like moving, so that's why it's kind of hard to draw because it's all over the place, and you need to make the drawing natural whenever it's like kind of moving frame, if you get what I mean. It has to be natural. Compared to here, they're kind of modeling, and compared to here, these drawings are moving, so it's kind of like it's kind of wonky. It's not even kinda, it's wonky. It needs some improvement. And that is it for today's video. It's very quick, but as you can see, that is the anatomy learnings and also the past drawing sets over here in the corner, which we won't even. Don't look. That is it. That is the update. So yeah, that is it for this episode's Archives Anatomy. It's really quick and simple because anatomy, if you take down all the details, it's just a bunch of shapes that's molded together with details. And if you can identify the shapes of your references, that would be such a breeze with like your drawing. It's growing up, I don't do a lot of poses for my characters, especially my OCs. I would literally just draw them with their headshots, just their faces, and no costumes or anything. Oh my gosh, costumes and clothes, I don't really draw a lot of them. I don't really draw a bunch of clothes for my OCs. It's just their faces. So yeah, that's really interesting. So anatomy is really important, especially if you're going to draw a lot of your OCs, because anatomy, especially poses, really communicates with the readers slash readers, hello, about your character's personality. So as you can tell, a lot of poses really messages out a bunch of personalities for your characters. And also you can use a lot of poses that communicates characters' dynamics with each other. I didn't even explore that for today's video, but it's really just basic anatomy for today. So always make sure to practice your anatomy, and see you guys in the next episode.